for new bags for work, whether you're going into the office or traveling, I have got 2 new products from Alpaka. Let's get right into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Desmond. I make content about tech and travel gear. So it's well into the new year, and I have personally been looking for new bags to take into the office. Also, work travel is spinning back up like crazy, so I'm just looking for some new products to take with me when I am out and about for work. But luckily for me, Alpaka sent over a couple of items that I think will fit the bill. So we've got the Elements Tech Brief Pro and the new Bravo Tote bag. Let's run through the build, features, functionality, and I'll talk about what I can pack in each of these bags. So let's go ahead and start with the Elements Tech Brief Pro. This is a pretty nice bag. First thing I'm going to call it though is this is actually pretty big. That's probably a good or a bad thing for you depending on how you like to travel, how you like to go into the office, how much gear you actually need. But I just want to give you a close look at this bag just for some size comparisons next to me. But overall, I think for most people, this is going to be an okay size. This will definitely be able to hold most of the things that you would bring to work or even on work travel. So let's talk about build material. This is Alpaka's Flux 600D nylon. It's nice. You've seen me review it in the past. It's durable, it is easy to clean, it's mostly weather resistant, and I think it does a good job of keeping all the things inside your bag safe. And generally it does a really good job of not showing wear and tear after extended use. So that's a really nice thing about this particular material. Other things you'll see on this bag that are pretty standard with Alpaka bags is weather sealed zippers, nylon straps. I kind of wish Alpaka would switch over to maybe more of a hybrid material, but I get that nylon keeps it affordable. Nylon is very durable. And again, the material is nice, but I prefer higher quality handles sometimes. Leather is one of my preferred materials. But with that said, I think the nylon straps are totally fine. There is definitely a good amount of padding on the bottom of the bag, but the material on the bottom is no different than the Flux that covers the rest of the bag. What you'll find from some other brands or other creators is that the bottom of briefcases and backpacks is sometimes covered in a rubber or something a little bit more sturdy than the material on the rest of the bag, just to make sure that it stays safe when you are putting it and taking it off the ground. One more thing I'll call out before we take it over to the desk and start opening it up is this thing is kind of heavy for a bag that is almost entirely made of nylon. I think it's because Alpaka does a good job, I guess depending on how you see it. There's a lot of padding in this bag. I can already feel it without having to open it. It's heavy. There's a lot of padding down here. It feels like a lot of the space inside is already filled by the padding inside, if that makes any sense. But once we crack this open, we'll get a better look at what is happening on inside this bag. So let's take a look at the Tech Brief Pro, just so you can see. Silhouette, like I mentioned, classic briefcase style, definitely something a little bit more versatile if you're looking to bring it into the office, onto the plane, anywhere you need to go. This will look the part. Here's the front of the bag. We've got our nylon strap. Let's start with the first pocket. All right. And we have those weather sealed zippers here. And inside this pocket is the strap. Like I mentioned, the Alpaka straps look pretty good. Lots of padding. This is going to be nice and comfortable, which is great. And clips onto the bag in a pretty classic way. Let's continue to take a look inside. White honeycomb patterned interior. I really like this. Again, things that are black are easy to see. You've got a good amount of space in here, honestly, and then you've got 1, 2 pockets. This fits a pen. Here's my little samurai sword letter opener for reference. Fits in here great. Before we hop to the main compartment, let's flip it over to the back and take a look. This is a hidden pocket here. Now that it's zipped open, this allows for luggage pass-through so that you can stick it on top of your suitcase. Other thing I want to show you is over here, side access, but also on the back. If you zip that open, you get backpack straps and, well, a pocket to put stuff in. But hidden inside here is backpack straps, which is what I was saying, that this bag is really versatile and it'll fit almost any of your work or travel needs. Because if you don't want to carry it as a briefcase, if you're moving quickly through the city, if you just want to get to your flight and you need to be hands-free, pull these backpack straps out and you just go ahead and clip them into place and you are ready to go. The other nice thing is once you have those backpack straps out, there is a lot of additional storage. It's pretty dark in here, but you can see how deep my arm goes. It goes all the way to the end of the bag. So you can put a bunch of stuff in there. That's really helpful. But me personally, if I'm going to carry a backpack, I will carry a backpack. I will not be using these straps very often. And this extra feature here probably adds to the weight and bulk of the bag because you're storing straps inside this little compartment. Next, let's open this up. All right, well, I will say there is a ton of organization inside the bag. Let's start over here. You're going to see our felt-lined laptop pocket, nylon strap, and Velcro. I kind of would have preferred magnets. I think the Velcro will wear over time. But anyways, nylon strap. And in here is a soft felt-lined pocket for a laptop. In front, also lined, you could do a MacBook Pro, you could do a iPad Pro, both will fit laptops. You can see the length of this, it should fit a 16-inch. And then here's the main compartment in the center. This is nice, this will expand and hold a good amount of stuff. And then you've got 1, 2, and a full zip pocket right here with more mini pockets for storage. But this thing has a ton of organization built in. What I will say is there's just a lot of padding on this bag, especially since you've got the two built-in backpack straps. They kind of just take up unnecessary space in here. But if you are someone who wants to have that hybrid functionality where you can turn this into a backpack at any given time, it's probably a compromise you are willing to make. Overall, I think this will hold just about anything you need for work, travel, and heading into the office. I tend to carry a camera on me, but I actually think that they would fit in this huge, deep pocket really well. So overall, for the Elements Tech Brief Pro, I think this is a really good option for those of you that are looking for a work bag that is much more traditional. It is very much a classic briefcase design and style. Plenty of padding to carry your laptop and your other tech peripherals. The nice thing is something like this will fit really well under the seat on an airplane. It'll obviously fit in the overhead compartment. And the good thing about this is because of this nylon construction, it'll be pretty durable and it'll hold up really well in transit and in travel. So you don't have to worry about it getting wet or getting scratched or getting damaged while you are taking it in and out of an overhead cabin or sliding it under the seat, moving around a bus or a train, and then getting it over to the office. But overall, this is probably the more versatile of the two bags that we'll talk about today, and I've enjoyed carrying it around so far. The other nice thing about it is it does have a shoulder strap. So if you wanted to just carry this over your shoulder, that is a great option. Alpaka shoulder straps are really nice and thick. Again, a lot of padding in this bag already, but the padding on the shoulder strap is very welcome. And another element I'm going to highlight again is the luggage pass-through here with the zipper. Once you zip it open, you can slide this onto the trolley arm of your carry-on. So great for travel from the airport to the office. Like I said, this is a pretty versatile bag for work or travel. Next, let's talk about the Bravo Tote, which oddly enough, I like better. I know this is an unconventional carry option for a lot of guys out there. Maybe totes aren't really your vibe, but functionality wise and for travel, this is a really, really nice bag. So let's jump into it. I think the first thing you're obviously going to notice is the shape. It is a very different shaped bag. This is a tote. So it looks, for the most part, much larger. It does have a larger capacity. You're going to be able to carry a lot more things. And when closed, I actually think this does a better job of staying thin. It's not packed full of padding like the Elements Tech Brief Pro. This also has a luggage pass-through strap on the back, but it lacks the extra functions and features that the Tech Brief Pro has, where you could zipper it open or zipper it closed and use the luggage pass-through spot for other essentials. And just like the Tech Brief Pro, this is made from the Axo Flux 600D nylon. This is obviously in black versus the green. And the straps here are significantly longer. They are made from the same exact nylon material though, but they're longer because you wear it like a tote. So let's dive into the Bravo Tote. I actually really like this bag, and having tested it, it's great for not just work and travel. It's awesome for weekends and just getting about town because of how large this is. Like I said before though, the silhouette isn't for everyone. It's a tote bag. I think a lot of guys don't tend to carry things like this, but I like this silhouette because it is all about functionality and it maximizes storage. So yeah, let's walk around the bag. Back here you've got the luggage pass-through. Very simple luggage pass-through. It's just a nylon strap. It'll do fine on a standard carry-on, so don't worry too much about that. We've got a zipper in the back. You can see in here, it's just a simple single pocket, no additional organization or storage inside. But depending on how you wear it, this is a good security pocket because it'll be resting either against the trolley arm of your suitcase or against your body when you are carrying it. Flip it over to this side. Let's take a look. This is the main front compartment. Weather sealed zippers. I really like that. All Alpaka bags have it. And let's take a look at the inside. So take a look in here. You've got a lot more organization. We have 2 mesh pockets, which will be great for MacBook charging bricks or any type of peripheral external batteries. You've got 2 big pockets here, and then you've got 2 pen pockets. Again, little samurai sword for demonstration, and then a little keychain lanyard. These straps are fine. I think if you really load this bag up, this is not going to be comfortable to carry over your shoulders, but they're fine for normal use. And if we take a look here, what sets this apart from the other tote bag I think Alpaka sells is this has the zipper that seals it up. Again, included strap, just like the one on the Tech Brief. I really like this. Good padding. Like I mentioned, if you load this thing up, it's going to get pretty heavy, so you're going to want a lot of padding on your shoulder strap. And inside the bag is a ton of space. That's the thing I like about this, is there's just so much space in here and it's so expandable. Look how large I can expand it. Same Velcro securing strap for the laptop pocket, but felt. Another pocket here for an iPad, and then in the main area, all that open space. And on this side, you've got little pockets for additional storage. And give me a second, let me find something large so I can show you how much this thing can hold. This right here is my Sony a7R5 with a 24-70 G Master lens. Not something I would normally carry in a bag, but the option's there. If I want to, I just throw that into the bag, and in all honesty, it just kind of swallowed up that camera. It looks tiny in this bag. I think that's what's really nice about this. I could throw just about anything in here and it would fit perfectly, and you would never notice how bulky the bag is or how odd shaped it is, which is why I personally like this more as a travel / work travel bag, because I can just dump a bunch of smaller bags, smaller organizers, big items in here, and it's gonna hold all of it really well. It'll still be good to carry, and you kind of still get the best of both worlds. And then another thing to show you on the side is a side pocket. So you could probably fit a very small water bottle in here. It does not allow for a lot of expansion. This looks like a very flexible kind of neoprene material, but it does not stretch very much. So don't expect to fit a whole hydro flask or a Stanley cup in there if those are you. But this middle pocket though, you can fit just about anything, and again, not a problem. So having walked through both bags and having tested them in work environments, I will say I still prefer this bag for my type of travel and use cases. A lot of times I am in and out of conferences, I'm meeting with customers, I'm going to the office briefly, but I'm traveling a ton. So sometimes I just want more storage. I want to be able to carry more things, because when I get to the office or an event, I will put my bag down and take my laptop out, or I'll go get up on stage and speak. It's very rare that I need to bring my bag with me everywhere. If you are someone who has to do that, I think the Tech Brief Pro is a better option because it has a more traditional work style silhouette. It is a briefcase style bag versus this being a tote, which can be a lot more casual, a lot more travel centric, and not something you see people carry a lot in an office environment. Just really depends on the type of work that you do. But for me, because travel is such a big element of my day-to-day, having more storage is important, and being able to easily access all of my gear or dump a bunch of smaller bags and gear into this big bag is a more functional use for me. But all in all, regardless of your style, you're not going to be able to go wrong with either of these bags. And one of the big reasons is because of how affordable they are, especially for the value that you get out of it. So the Tech Brief Pro is only $139 for a bag like this, and then the Bravo Tote is only $109. So for under 200 bucks, you're getting two fantastic bags with a lot of features and functionality. Personally, I found myself using the Bravo Tote a lot more often, but maybe if I had this in black or a slightly smaller size, I would use this a little bit more. But I think, again, anyone looking for a classic brief silhouette, this is your go-to. If you're someone like me who needs more storage, more space, and that silhouette doesn't really matter as much, I think the Bravo Tote really fits the bill. You can just dump a ton of stuff in that bag. With that said, you really can't go wrong with either. If you liked this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more just like this. I will catch y'all in the next one.